Hi, it's me. From deadly curses to lost treasure, here are 10 of the greatest historical mysteries that are still unsolved. Number 10. The Voynich Manuscript. It is one of the most mysterious books ever discovered and has left many people scratching their heads for hundreds of years. The book is known as the Voynich Manuscript, and it's full of strange illustrations and indecipherable writing. The manuscript is believed to have been written in the early 15th century and was likely created in Italy, but its bizarre contents have made it a source of fascination and speculation for scholars and cryptographers ever since it was discovered in 1912. The strange text of the book has been analyzed by experts who believe that it may contain a lost language or an elaborate code. Some have even speculated that the book is a hoax, while others believe it could be a window into a parallel universe. Despite centuries of research, the Voynich manuscript remains one of the greatest historical mysteries that science has yet to solve. With its beautiful illustrations and cryptic writings, this ancient book continues to captivate those who study it and leaves us wondering what secrets it holds. 9. The Lost Colony of Roanoke. One of the most baffling mysteries in American history is the disappearance of the Roanoke colony, a group of English settlers who vanished from the island of Roanoke off the coast of North Carolina in the late 16th century. The colony was established in 1585, but when an expedition returned to the island 3 years later, they found it deserted, with no trace of the colonists anywhere to be found. A single word, Croatoan, was carved into a post, which has only added to the intrigue surrounding the case. Various theories have been proposed over the years, ranging from assimilation with Native American tribes to attacks by Spanish forces or hostile Native Americans. However, the truth of what happened to the Roanoke colonists remains unknown, making it one of the greatest historical mysteries that has never been solved. This unsolved mystery continues to captivate historians and amateur sleuths alike, who are eager to uncover the truth behind the vanishing colony and the cryptic message left behind. 8. The Mystery of the Danish Drinking Horns. In 2017, archaeologists in Denmark uncovered a series of mysterious drinking horns dating back to the 10th century. What makes these horns so strange is that they were found buried in a pit with human bones, suggesting that they may have been used in some kind of ritualistic ceremony. The horns themselves are intricately carved with mysterious symbols and patterns, leading researchers to believe that they may have held some kind of spiritual significance for the people who buried them. Despite extensive research, the true meaning and purpose of these drinking horns remain unknown, making them one of the greatest historical mysteries in Denmark. As researchers continue to investigate, we may one day uncover the secrets of these eerie artifacts and the rituals they were used for. 7. Cleopatra's Needle. Cleopatra's Needle is an ancient Egyptian obelisk that was erected during the reign of Pharaoh Ramses II. It was originally one of 2 obelisks that stood at the entrance to the temple complex of Karnak, but it was moved to London in 1877 and now stands in the Victoria Embankment Gardens on the River Thames. The mystery surrounding Cleopatra's Needle is not its physical location, but rather its connection to the last pharaoh of Egypt, Cleopatra. According to legend, the obelisk was erected to commemorate a naval victory that Ramses II achieved against the Hittites, but there is no historical evidence to support this claim. Instead, the obelisk appears to have been erected in honor of Amenhotep III, who ruled Egypt from 1390 to 1353 BC. This makes Cleopatra's Needle an enigmatic artifact that may hold clues to the true history of ancient Egypt. 6. The Lost City of Atlantis. The story of the lost city of Atlantis has captivated people for centuries. Plato described Atlantis as a powerful and advanced civilization that existed in the Atlantic Ocean, but it was swallowed by the sea and vanished from human history. Many people believe that Atlantis was nothing more than a figment of Plato's imagination, while others believe that it was a real place that existed long before it was lost to the waves. Supporters of the theory that Atlantis was real point to certain geographical features, such as the Azores Islands or the Canary Islands as possible locations for the lost city. They also cite ancient texts and archaeological evidence that suggests that a major civilization did exist in the Atlantic Ocean before it was destroyed. Whether or not Atlantis was real remains a mystery, but the search for the lost city continues to fascinate many people today. No. 5. The identity of Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper is a name that strikes fear into the hearts of many people. He was a serial killer who operated in London's Whitechapel district in the late 19th century. Jack the Ripper is said to have murdered at least 5 women, but his identity has never been confirmed. Over the years, many theories have emerged about who Jack the Ripper could have been, from Prince Albert, the Duke of Clarence, to Queen Victoria's grandson. But none of these theories have been proven. The mystery of Jack the Ripper's identity continues to baffle historians and investigators to this day, making him one of the most infamous serial killers in history. Number 4. The death of Alexander the Great. The death of Alexander the Great is a mystery that has puzzled historians for centuries. After conquering much of the known world, Alexander the Great died in Babylon in 323 BC at the age of 32. But the circumstances surrounding his death have never been fully uncovered. Some believe that he was poisoned by his wife Roxana, while others think that he died from malaria. However, there is no concrete evidence to support either of these theories. The lack of clarity surrounding Alexander's death has led to numerous conspiracy theories over the years. Some historians have even suggested that Alexander was assassinated by his own father, King Philip II of Macedon, in order to prevent him from continuing his father's reign. Despite centuries of speculation, the true cause of Alexander's death remains a mystery. No. 3. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart was a pioneering aviator who disappeared over the Pacific Ocean in 1937 while attempting to circumnavigate the globe. She was last seen flying her Lockheed Electra near Howland Island in the Indian Ocean when she radioed that she was out of fuel and had to land. Despite an extensive search, neither Amelia nor her navigator, Fred Noonan, were ever found. There have been many theories put forward regarding what happened to them, but none have been proven. Some believe that they crashed into the ocean and were lost at sea, while others think that they landed on a remote island where they lived out the rest of their days. Despite the passage of time, the disappearance of Amelia Earhart remains one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century, and her legacy continues to inspire people around the world. No. 2. The mystery of the Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin is a piece of linen cloth that is believed by some to be the burial cloth of Jesus Christ. The shroud is covered in what appears to be an imprint of Jesus' face and body, and it is said to have been created during the time of his crucifixion. However, there is no historical evidence to support these claims, and the shroud's origins remain a mystery. Some argue that the image on the shroud is the result of a hoax, while others believe it to be a genuine relic from the time of Jesus Christ. The shroud has been the subject of much debate and controversy throughout history, but its true origins and authenticity remain unknown. Number 1. The Baghdad Battery. Archaeologists in Iraq made a remarkable discovery in 1936 when they unearthed a collection of clay jars. copper tubes, and iron rods that have since become known as the Baghdad Battery. These artifacts date back to the Parthian or Sassanid periods in ancient Mesopotamia. Between the 3rd century BC and the 7th century AD, the discovery of the Baghdad Battery has led to speculation that ancient Mesopotamians may have possessed advanced technology, including the ability to generate electricity. Proponents of this theory believe that the artifacts could have been used as electric batteries. But there is no consensus among historians or archaeologists. Some argue that the objects were merely storage vessels for scrolls or other valuable items. The true purpose of the Baghdad Battery remains a mystery, leaving us to wonder about the possibility of advanced technology in ancient times. Thanks for watching. Do you know any more historical mysteries that have never been solved? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time. Bye.